We all witness government inaction on climate change and other globally important issues such as poor water management. Shopificaching enables you to force governments to change by placing lobbying power in your hands away from small wealthy self-interest groups. Shopificaching is a combination of geocaching, shopping, and gamification that when combined creates real purchasing power for you. Shopificaching shows you who ultimately receives your money for every product and service you purchase. No longer will you blindly be giving your money to suppliers damaging the environment and people. For the first time in human history, you will be able to see suppliers you want to avoid and suppliers you are happy to continue to buy from. With this Shopificaching knowledge, you can start to make purchasing decisions based on your values. So, if you want to stop global warming, then you will see suppliers that have the lowest carbon emitting ranking. You will be able to compare suppliers based on values such as sustainability, ethical behavior, community orientation, etc., and not just on price and quality. Right now, we have global crisis with climate change, single-use plastics, overuse of water, and more. We have seen much protest seeking to cause governments to change, but these crises continue towards catastrophe. So we now know that change towards sustainable practices is only going to happen when it is forced from bottom up by people like you. Some suppliers already try to cater to your values in systems such as fair trade, fair for life, green-friendly, etc., as they work towards being socially responsible companies. But not all companies care to be socially responsible in ways you value or are able to make change on their own. We have been encouraging bad processes by blindly buying from suppliers without a way to see and influence sustainability. Transparency could have been provided to you before now by intermediary suppliers like supermarkets. But as they are mostly profit-motivated, they do not want to share data publicly and do not enable you to be able to make a more informed decision. Every time you buy from a supermarket involving a loyalty card or a credit card, then there is a record of your information captured by the retail outlet and bank to assist them to profit from you. Shopification gives you access to your data to pursue your values because you are more interested in your values being upheld than to assist suppliers profit at the expense of the environment and people. Once many people like you have moved their purchases to be value-based, then suppliers will be forced to change their methods to be more aligned with values. For example, once you buy a product such as corn in a tin can, then not only will you see where the tin metal came from, where the tin can was manufactured, where the corn was grown, and who processed it, you will also be able to see each of the suppliers and evaluate them based on their proven values important to you. If they are not sustainable, then you will know it, and for the first time in history, they will know you know it. Change will start to happen simply by creating public knowledge. How does this work? Each supplier will have a cloud score, enabling you to see how well they are aligned to your values. Cloud scores now exist to measure a person's or business's influence on social media. The Shopification GeoCloud score measures the supplier's values and sustainability made up of the shared value as validated by the local community and the civic value as validated by the global community. So when the local community confirm the business is properly registered and is not detrimental to the local community or the environment, then their GeoCloud score is higher. When the global community buy, share, rate, review, etc., then the GeoCloud score goes higher again. Every business can be registered by the public as happens on Google Maps, but then a supplier can gain a higher GeoCloud score by taking ownership of their Shopification profile and completing required information. Sellers, not-for-profits, service providers, and other enterprises will be motivated to complete their profile as this leads to them gaining deserved sales income. Innovation will proliferate once valueless economic actors are less supported. A network effect will happen to create momentum in regions when many enterprises have signed up as it causes greater attraction of contributors and buyers to that region. But most importantly, if there is a region with local government that does not implement basic community necessities that are valued, like schools or regulations on water use or pollution, then it will lower the GeoCloud score of all enterprises in that region. Shopification will provide the data on potential additional business that could be achieved as a result of higher GeoCloud score, and this will motivate these enterprises to lobby the government to have changes implemented. How will you feel better? The gamified aspect of the interface will enable you to join groups with similar values to your own and collaborate towards commonly sought outcomes. You will see communities you want to support via purchasing their products and services they supply. When there is a disaster in a region, then you can be a first responder because of Shopificaching identifying enterprises in that region to support like charities, businesses, medical organizations, etc. The improved mental well-being you will gain as a result of this aspect of joining tribes that enable you to contribute and influence cannot be understated. The sense of self-satisfaction you will gain from your values being empowered will have tremendous benefit for you. Your values will inspire economic activity. New business will be generated as consultants and freelancers will work to visit and validate businesses in regions they feel need more purchasing power. Instead of public money being siphoned out of our community and into bank vaults, there will be an improved multiplier effect so that your money will pass through more hands, benefiting more people to have a greater impact. You will be assisted with predicted algorithms, providing suggestions on what to purchase based on your values and what others with similar values have participated in. The end result is that no longer will people be parting with their money ill-informed about the values upheld by suppliers. Sweatshops will be less likely. Schools and medical care will be more likely. Good leaders will be supported. Good projects will gain the resources they need. Retired people will be able to gain more meaning from life from being able to more easily connect with projects that need their support. We will all have a new hobby that brings us mental well-being by creating a better world for more people. We will all gain more meaning from life, and when we pass on, there will be a record of what we contributed to this world to form a part of our eulogy. Let's stop giving away our money blindly. Let's see and influence the world to uphold values and no longer be a world of profit at any price.